Shalom. First off, I want to give all praise, glory, and honor to Yahweh Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem Rakakadash. Double honors to the apostles and the elders of Great Millstone. Salutations to the hopeful elect that are scattered throughout the four corners of the earth. And to all my brothers out here preaching this truth to you, I say Shalom. This is a Montezar from the Chicago camp, coming back at you again with another lesson entitled Boom, It Will Happen. All right, so if you look at the thumbnail, right, there's an article that says Warren Buffett fears the threat of nuclear war is high. His dire warning to mankind. All right, I don't have to go any further, okay, with his article. All right, there's a lot of hopelessness and people feeling as though this is the end. Well, it is the end. It is the end. All right, let's look at some scriptures. All right. So first off, let's go to Ezekiel 12 and 27. And it reads, Son of man, behold, they of the house of Israel say, the vision that he seeth is for many days to come. And he professeth of the time, and Salakia, and he prophesieth of the times that are afar off. Therefore say unto them, thus saith the Lord power, there shall none of my words be prolonged any more, but the word which I have spoken shall be done, said the Lord power. So you have people here today that actually don't realize it, but they're scoffing. You know, when you warn them about the destruction that's about to come upon the world, you know, they like, well, shit, ain't nothing happening up to this point. You know, well, what's taking so long? You know, and that is some serious pride. All right, I've heard people say, well, I wish that, you know, the Lord would hurry up and come on back and get it over with, you know, so we can get out of this predicament. All right, uh, that's the wrong spirit to be in, especially, all right, if you're not into these scriptures, into this word. Okay, now the men of the Lord that are pushing this truth, of course, yeah, you want to hasten the day, okay, because you actually have hope. This is 2 Peter 3:3. It says, knowing this first, that there shall come in the last days scoffers walking after their own lusts, and saying, where is the promise of his coming? For since the fathers fell asleep, all things continue as they were from the beginning of the creation. All right? So in other words, again, that's just scoffing. You know, what's taking the Lord so long? Amos 5:18 says, woe or destruction unto you that desire the day of Yahweh. To what end is it for you? The day of Yahweh is darkness and not light, as if a man did flee from a lion and a bear met him, or went into the house and leaned his hand on the wall and a serpent bit him. Shall not the day of Yahweh be darkness and not light, even very dark, and no brightness in it? So those who want to expedite or feel as though, yeah, let's just get it on over with, talking in their pride, all right, it ain't gonna be good for you. All right, nothing but destruction for you. This is back in 2 Peter 3:5. It says, for this they willingly are ignorant of, that by the word of the Most High the heavens were of old, and the earth standing out of the water and in the water, whereby the world that then was, being overflowed with water, perished. For the heavens and the earth, which are now, by the same word, are kept in store, reserved unto fire against the day of judgment and perdition of ungodly men. But, beloved, be not ignorant of this one thing, that one day with the Lord as 1,000, Salakia, I'm driving. Beloved, be ignorant of this one thing, that one day is with the Lord as 1,000 years, and 1,000 years as one day. The Lord is not slack concerning his promise, as some men count slackness, but is long suffering to usward, not willing that any should perish, but that all should come to repentance. But the day of the Lord will come as a thief in the night, in which the heavens shall pass away with a great noise, and the elements shall melt with fervent heat. The earth also and the works that are therein shall be burned up. All right. So the day of the Lord, okay, for most everyone is going to be like a thief in the night, because they don't know what's going on. Okay, the men of the Lord are watchmen. We watching the prophecies. Okay, we watching things unfold. All right. Now the Lord is, there's certain things that has to happen. One being Revelation 13:16 has to happen. Okay, but we're watching. Okay, we're watching. So it's not gonna take us like a thief in the night, because we're watching. All right, and we're praying. This is Revelation 6:13. It says, "And the stars of heaven fell onto the earth, even as a fig tree casteth her untimely figs, when she is shaken of a mighty wind. And the heaven departed as a scroll when it is rolled together, and every mountain and island were moved out of their places." How do you think that's going to happen? Okay, that's the ICBM nuclear missiles. Okay, those are the stars that's falling from heaven. It says, "And the kings of the earth, and the great men, and the rich men, and every bondman, and every free man hid themselves in the dens and in the rocks of the mountains, and said to the mountains and rocks, Fall on us, and hide us from the face of him that sitteth on the throne, and from the wrath of the Lamb." You see, you have men that are going to be begging for for a mountain to fall upon them, just to hide them. All right, from Yahweh, while Yahweh Shai. It says, "For the great day of his wrath is come, and who shall be able to stand?" This is Zechariah 14:12. It says, "And this shall be the plague wherewith Yahweh will smite all the people that have fought against Jerusalem. Their flesh shall consume away while they stand upon their feet, and their eyes shall consume away in their holes, and their tongue shall consume away in their mouth." Okay. Now this verse right here we call a Sarah Connor verse. If you ever seen the Terminator, I'm thinking it was the Terminator 2. She was standing outside of like a little playground or something, and she had a vision of nuclear destruction, and they showed this very visual. But you know, Esau get all his he get all of his material from the Bible, so it's no surprise. All right, but what would make your tongue consume away in your mouth? All right, and your eyes in your in their holes. Back in 2 Peter 3:11. "Seeing then that all these things shall be dissolved, and what manner of persons are ye to be in all holy conversation and godliness?" And that godliness or conversation goes into your lifestyle. It says, verse 12, "Looking for and hastening unto the coming of the day of the Most High, wherein the heavens being on fire shall be dissolved." Salaki, I'm driving. "And the elements shall melt with fervent heat. Nevertheless, we, according to his promise, look for new heavens and a new earth, wherein dwelleth righteousness." All right. So right now, you know, the men of the Lord are sighing and crying in this place. Okay, according to Ezekiel the 9th chapter. Right. But the Lord is going to put a mark of exemption. All right, upon his people. Okay, who are not meant for the what? For the destruction. Okay? So that's what salvation is all about, being delivered. Okay? Being delivered. All right, verse 14. Let me read 13 again. Nevertheless, we, according to his promise, look for new heavens and a new earth, wherein it's like wherein dwelleth righteousness. Wherefore, beloved, seeing that ye look for such things, be diligent that ye may be found of him in peace, without spot and blameless. Okay? All right. So that's what we trying to do. We trying to be without spot and blameless. You know, our righteousness is as filthy rags. Okay? So it's the righteousness of Yahweh Shai. All right, his blood that covers us. All right, but faith without works is dead. Okay, so what it is it's the Lord is looking upon Yahweh Shai's sacrifice. All right, and his blood covering us. Okay, but while we're still here, you still have to make your election sure. You still have things to do because faith without works is dead. All right. uh, First Peter 4 and 7. It says, "But the end of all things is at hand. Be ye therefore sober and watch unto prayer." I just did a lesson the other week talking about, you know, not in excess, talking about, wine, all right, alcohol, that type of thing, right? So we got to be sober minded, okay? We can't be out there partying too hard and all those things. You got to watch. All right. All right. And lastly, this last passage is 2nd Esdras 16 and 13 through 16. It says, "For strong is his right hand that bendeth the bow. His arrows that he shooteth are sharp and shall not miss when they begin to be shot into the ends of the world. Behold, the plagues are sent and shall not return again until they come upon the earth. The fire is kindled," it's like, "and shall not be put out till it consume the foundations of the earth, like as an arrow which is shot of a mighty archer, return it not backward, even so the plagues that shall be sent upon earth shall not return again." All right. So if you don't get it and you haven't got it up to this point, okay, then it wasn't meant for you to get it. All right. The scriptures are speaking about the arrows of the Lord. The arrows of the Lord are these ICBM nuclear missiles. You're reading the scriptures that's telling you. You're following along. All right. All these scriptures is talking about what? The destruction. Okay. Listen, Warren Buffett is not a man of faith. Warren Buffett got a lot of money, but that money ain't gonna do anything for him when it comes to the Lord and his plan. Warren Buffett fears the threat of nuclear war is high. His dire warning to mankind. Yes, Warren Buffett says, man, it's about to go down. He knows what's going on with these Edomites. All right, and they're like in his like mindedness and their like mindedness. He sees things is about to pop off. Okay, all right. So it's no wonder. All right, I pray that this lesson has been edifying. Until the next one, shalom.